We are already in September. Did we not just say Happy New Year? Like, did we not just celebrate Christmas, Happy New Year, and now we only 3 months left in the year? I don't know what's going on, but God done sped that clock up. Like, is it just me or is time moving faster? I don't think nobody really talking about it. People say it and it's so cliche, like we mention it all the time, but like, y'all, we in September. We about to be saying Happy New Year's again. 2026 is here. It'll be here tomorrow. 2026 will be here tomorrow. I, Bruh, it's like these days, the days have shortened. It don't even feel like we get a full 24 hours no more. It's literally like you only got enough time to do one or two things in your day, and you looking at nighttime, you in the bed setting your clock to get up in the morning. Literally. It's like you'll be in a grocery store, and by the time you get out, it's nighttime. You like, well, I just got in here. Sun setting already? Bruh, man, look, maybe it's just me. I don't know what's going on, but time is not the same no more. And it seemed like after COVID, time really sped up. After COVID, something happened. It was a huge shift after COVID. You can say what you want to say, but that's the truth. After COVID happened, life ain't been the same. Time ain't been the same. Time is sped up. So, man, y'all need to take full advantage of y'all day. Whatever you got to do, get it done. Because if you procrastinating, that didn't cost you a month. If you say I'm gonna do something today, but you put it off, you'll look up 2 months then went by, and you thinking I just said I was gonna. Time gone.
This is Matthew 24, verse 20 to 22. But pray ye that your flight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. I want to give all the praise and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who rule well and teach well through the Spirit, and a mighty shalom to the hopeful elect in the same Spirit, Lord willing as a whole, that you all continue in sound doctrine in the same Spirit. Shalom to the Akwath, that are believers of this faith and this truth. Lord willing that you continue to pursue your lot, which is being a loving and silent and virtuous wife. And Lord willing, Yahweh Shemashai, have mercy on the other brothers and sisters that's not in the faith. The title of this lesson is, Why Are the Days Going By So Fast? A question that this young man made, not knowing, right? The scriptures tell us. And we just read it. We're going to read it again. Matthew 24, verse 22. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. Right? When you look at this word elect, it goes into the Greek word eklektos, G1588, eklektos, right? Which means picked out, chosen by the Most High, to obtain salvation through Hamashiach. The point is down here, choice, select, right? A president is not elected. He's selected by the powers that be, or that work for the government, that work above the government. They're selected. But the illusion to make us think that they are elected, right? We're selected, if you are the elect, in the spirit realm, right? By the Father, right? Before the heavens and the earth, he already selected the elect, which is the best of its kind or class, right? Male or female, 144,000, or you are, part of 1/3, the great multitude, right? So only for the elect out of the nation of Israel, right? The best of his kind is those that endure to the end, verse 13, because the rest is really in the world. Then you have some that's faking the funk that they in this thing, but deep down in their heart, they don't care, right? Verse 13, it says, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved, right? It's not enduring that, oh, I'm about to just keep eating good and keep my job. No, you're going to endure the trials that come with this faith, right? Do you have the power and the strength and faith to overcome somebody trying to tell you to denounce the name of the Lord, right? Just like as an example, even though they told Kai Cenat that he had to stop saying Jesus Christ, he didn't, from what is told, that he didn't fold from, he's like, nah, man, I'll just drop from the deal, right? Because, of course, he believes in Jesus Christ. Now, better sense, ain't no such thing as a Jesus. He never existed. That is a created name, right? The name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh Shai, right? So the days is getting shorter for those that are in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, that are enduring the trials of this faith, right? Let's get Romans, the 9th chapter, verse 27 to 28. It says, Elias, which is Isaiah, also crieth concerning Israel. Though the number of the children of Israel be as the sand of the sea, a remnant shall be saved. For he will finish the work and cut it short in righteousness, because a short work will Yahweh Shema Shai make upon the earth, right? And he's already doing it right now, right? The trials that be, right? Just when this man said that, well, what just happened yesterday? The situation with Kurt, the situation in Buffalo, New York, where a lady was so-called getting beat with a pole, but of course she probably was either stealing or doing something she shouldn't be doing. But there's no excuses for what the heathen doing. But eventually this is going to cause civil war, right? The government is in shambles. The dollar is about to collapse. Like, it's fully already it's collapsing now, but eventually we're going to be on the charagma. There's going to be a digital push, right? We want Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai to implement this. We want Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai to bring this forth, right? The elect is hoping, wanting, have the desire for the days to be short, right? Because why? A remnant shall be saved. The remnant is those that's remaining in the faith, enduring, still pushing, right? Let's get this. Isaiah chapter 65 in verse 8 and 9. I'm going to read it in the NLT. This is Isaiah 65 verse 8 and 9. In the NLT it says, but I will not destroy them all, says Yahweh. Just as good grapes are found among a cluster of bad ones, and someone will say, don't throw them all away. Some of those grapes are good. So I will not destroy all Israel, for I still have true servants there. I will preserve a remnant of the people of Israel and of Judah to possess my land. Those I chose will inherit it, and my servants will live their life, right? In the same time during Yahweh Shai, right? That was a gathering of the believers, the elect. And then, of course, we'll have some tares that look like Israelites and are not, but they're going to get sifted out in the end. But Yahweh Shai was really teaching those that he knew that believe. And then sometimes he was even teaching those that eventually was second guessed. Like, he had 70 disciples, but then they didn't continue with him no more, right? And he asked the 12, outside of the one that was a damn devil, which is Judas Iscariot, are you going to leave me too? They stayed. But really, Yahweh Shai came to be a light to the believers. The believers are going to be attracted to the light like the mosquitoes, right? The time is going fast right now. The truth been here for 56 years. The Lord is on a roll. He is just building the spiritual temple right now, right? Let's go to Zechariah, the 13th chapter, right? Zechariah 13, I'm going to start at 7, which is a good point. It says, awake, O sword, against my shepherd, and against the men that is his fellow, saith Yahweh of hosts, smite the shepherd, which is Yahweh Shai, and the sheep shall be scattered. And I will turn my hand upon the little ones, right? The ministry started to get persecuted, but all Israel got scattered. But it was needful to happen to bring forth the apostles' ministry, to bring forth the fulfillment of 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3, the falling away, where ain't gonna be no more teacher until that end time where Yahweh Shai is opening the seals. And now wisdom, knowledge, understanding, the prophecies, the parables, the dark sayings are coming forth, right? Verse 8, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith Yahweh, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, which is the 2/3. But the third shall be left therein. The third that's going to be left therein is the 1/3, the elect, the remnant, those that are remaining. It says, I will bring the third part through the fire and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them, and I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, Yahweh is my power. And when we see in St. John 17 and 6, Yahweh Shai manifested the Father's name, revealed the name of the Father to the disciples and the other believers, and the disciples did the same thing, right? Because I think in St. John the 5th chapter, right, the Father's name is in the Son's name, right? Yahweh Shai, Yahweh, the Heavenly Father name is Yahweh, and the Son's name is Yahweh Shai. The Father's name is in the Son. So now the Lord is raising these prophets to come back in their lot in this time, and they're bringing forth, right, the understanding on who is God's chosen people, the name of the Father and the Son, through the Ruach HaKodesh, the Holy Spirit, and they're teaching the children the law. They're giving them understanding the parables, dark sayings, and prophecies to prepare them. Because each day, when a brother said, hey, you better get it while you get it. Hey, you better get this truth while you can, right? But only the elect is going to get it, right? Because the rest were blinded. Let's get this. We almost done. Revelations chapter 7. We'll start at verse 2. It says, and I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power. And he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads, right? And through the Spirit, what is they going to have? They're going to have the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, right? Really in their minds. Verse 4, and I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel. Now, these are men, even more because this church and this teaching on this side, the Lord, Yahweh Shai, through the Spirit, is using his prophets, his apostles, his prophets, his evangelists at this end time, because St. John 10 is in full effect. The sheep, those remnant, are going to hear the voice of the Lord. The voice of the Lord is the truth. It's the doctrine. It's the prophets. The Lord, oh, I heard the voice of the Lord. No, you didn't, right? But we know in the Spirit where we see in different precepts, you know, you heard a voice, you look to the left and to the right. There I am, right? And sometimes you scrolling through Instagram, you might have a thought in your mind, hey, you know what, let me scroll through YouTube, let me see, let me just look for a video, and then you come across Hebrew Israelites. You might be on a walk somewhere, and then somebody say something and it intrigue you, and now you just looking. That's all Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, right? So if the Lord is sealing 144,000, he is sealing the rest of the elect. the other men that's not teaching, the women and the children, right? Lord willing, we are, of the hopeful elect, So let's get this closing one. Let's go to the Apocrypha, 2nd Esdras, the 13th chapter. The 2nd chapter, Salaki. We're going to read verse 10. 2nd Esdras, chapter 2, in verse 10 to 13. It says, Yahweh Shemashai says to Ezra, announce to my new people that I will give them the kingdom of Jerusalem. The new people is the new Jerusalem, or the new Israel, right? And we're new by the Spirit. New means afresh, right? The elect are afresh on this side through the Spirit because of the wisdom, knowledge, understanding, which I had planned to give to Israel. I will take the dazzling light from of my presence away from Israel, talking about the old Israel back then, because this is still during the time of the old covenant. But this new people, right? My light from the presence away from Israel, and will give it to my new people, the eternal temple. 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 5, which is the spiritual temple. The spiritual temple is being built under Paul, under Peter, and it's the 12 tribes of Israel. And starting with the men of the Lord, the 144,000 is teaching the word, shaking the hand. Isaiah 13, they lifting up the banner, the sign, this word, this truth, shaking their hand to that great mountain, which is America. That's the main deliverance on this side, right? It says, eternal temple that I have prepared for Israel. The tree of life will fill the air around them with its fragrance. They will never have to work. They will never grow tired. Ask and you will receive. Pray that the number of the days you have to wait will be reduced. Even now the kingdom has been prepared for you, so stay alert. And we see in the gospel, when Yahushua said in Luke 17, the kingdom is within you, right? So the kingdom is already prepared. The wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, this sound doctrine. Yahushua open up them seals. First, you have to get the spiritual kingdom so that you can be led and endure this whole thing until Yahushua come and you get the physical kingdom. First, part of that physical kingdom is getting delivered, right? Getting that twinkling of an eye change and being with the Lord in the chariot while the destruction is taking place. This is why the days is going by fast, because the Lord is waking up the elect, right? Which Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 4, right? The welfare of the world is the wise, right? And the wise king is the upholding of the people. That wise king is Yahushua, and he's upholding the elect, right? The wise, that's the welfare of the world, is the prophets. The world is revolved around the men of the Lord. And Yahushua set it up that way because throughout all our generations, the Lord always sent out prophets, right? So when you go to 2 Chronicles, the 36th chapter, it showed that we misuse the prophets. When the Lord is sending them out, make sure you're taking heed. So I'm going to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem Al-Shai, Ba'Shem HaKadosh. Double honors to the elder apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Almighty Shalom to the hopeful elect. Scattered four corners of the earth in sound doctrine and in the same spirit. Shalom to the Akwath. Lord willing, you continue to pursue your lot. Shalom, shalom, abab, abal. Time is moving fast. Take heed and hold fast to the faith. Shalom, shalom.